Hey guys, we have a special guest who is making beans, not keto. Look at him go.
Hey guys, this is Francisco. I'm eating a brownie, not keto, but actually it's gonna show you what to make for a keto diet, which is not this brownie. Something else. It's cake.
Hey guys, this is Ashley and today we are going to be reviewing a recipe for a keto chocolate cake. So the recipe is from Bakerlita. So if you guys have never heard of Bakerlita, go ahead and check her out. Go see her YouTube channel, check out her website with the different types of recipes, and go ahead and check her Instagram. Hopefully you guys feel inspired like me to go ahead and make one of her recipes. Let's get started. Step 1, preheat your oven to 325. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is greasing 2 7-inch cake pans with grass-fed butter or coconut oil. And here I am using Kerrygold. Go ahead and trace, cut out, and line the bottom of the cake pan with parchment paper. And then set the prepared cake on top. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of almond flour, 3/4 cups of coconut flour, 3/4 cup of Lakanto, but I don't have Lakanto sweetener, so I am using Swerve, 3/4 cup of cacao powder, if that's how you say it, cacao or cocoa powder, and then 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. The rest of the recipe calls for 6 large eggs, coconut milk, 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of brewed organic coffee, a 1/4 cup of melted Lily's chocolate chips, which I have not melted yet, and then 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. For the keto buttercream, we're gonna go ahead and use 1 cup of grass-fed butter, 1 cup Lakanto powdered sugar, 3/4 cup of raw cacao powder or cocoa powder, 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, a 1/2 cup of melted Lily's chocolate chips, and then we're gonna go ahead and use a mixer. The next step calls for mixing of the dry ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and use a medium bowl and use a sifter, which I just bought just for this. And I guess we just mix all the ingredients except for the sugar, since it doesn't need to be shifted if you have Lakanto Golden, which I don't have. I'm using Swerve. I don't know how to use a sifter, so I'm assuming it's like this. Do you guys have any pointers on how to sift better? Go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. Okay, so we mixed up all our dry ingredients together. We've sifted most of the ingredients except for the Swerve. And you can actually see that I didn't sift it. I thought it was already gonna be powdery enough. Let me see if you guys can see that. You see those little dots? Well, I had not used the sugar in a while, so it kind of settled and kind of clumped together, but it's okay. You know, we'll work with it. Okay, so the ingredients call for us to get a large mixing bowl, combine all wet room temperature ingredients, and make sure coconut oil and Lily's chocolate is melted. So right now my Lily's chocolate is not melted, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the microwave, and then in the meantime I'll go ahead and put the rest of the ingredients together. And I also need to melt the coconut oil. But we cracked our eggs, we put them in the big bowl, and now we're gonna go ahead and add 1 can of milk. And she went ahead and put 400 mLs, which is basically a can. The one that I'm gonna use is this one. It's 403 milliliters, so that's fine. But it's coconut cream unsweetened. I know on her website she did mention getting a coconut milk that was thick, full fat. The very first can that I got from H-E-B was this one, the coconut milk. And it did not sound thick, so I went ahead and tried again, and I got this one. So hopefully it's the same thing. It says coconut cream, but we'll find out. We'll try it. So it is super thick. It does not look like coconut milk. It's cream. I already opened it, so I'm just gonna use it, and I guess we'll figure out if it makes a difference in the cake. Hopefully it doesn't. So, okay. Is it supposed to look like that? I'm not sure. That was very chunky. So we got the coconut milk in, and then 1 cup of lukewarm, no, just kidding, 1 cup of warm water. Half a cup of strong brewed organic coffee. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. A 1/4 cup of melted Lily's chocolate chips. 1/4 cup of coconut oil. If you see Bakerlita's YouTube video on how she made this keto cake, it looks so much more prettier. I definitely recommend for you guys to go ahead and check out the original. The last thing that we are missing is the vanilla extract. So I have successfully mixed the wet ingredients together, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this machine on. I think I have everything plugged in. I have never used it before, so this is gonna be the very first time. I guess while it's mixing, I'm gonna go ahead and add the dry ingredients slowly, and we'll figure out if we're doing it correctly or not. Okay, so I'm done mixing it, and now I'm trying to figure out how to remove this from this mixer thingy. Okay, hopefully I didn't break anything. Yay! I did it! Now we're gonna go ahead and pour our batter into our 2 pans. Okay, so the recipe says that we need to cook our cake for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Now that our cake is in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and work on our frosting. 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. I did 3 tablespoons. 1/2 cup of melted Lily's chocolate chips. Okay, so I heated up a little bit. It looks like it is being burnt, so I'm just gonna mix it. Lesson learned. Batch 1, batch 2, and then the successful one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and make our frosting. To start with the buttercream frosting, we need room temperature grass-fed butter. Make sure it's not too warm or oily, or your buttercream will not hold its structure. And then to whip for 5 to 7 minutes until the butter has doubled in size and becomes super pale white in color. Okay, so now that our buttercream or butter is mixed and it's lighter, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. So on the ingredient list, vanilla extract is not added, but on her instruction it says we can add a splash of vanilla extract. What is a splash? I'm assuming it's just like a... Okay, so I put most of the ingredients together, and now I'm gonna go ahead and slowly put in the melted chocolate, and or it doesn't deflate my buttercream according to the recipe. And now we are done mixing our buttercream, and it tastes pretty good, and I'm excited to put it on our cake. So in her video, she had stated that she wanted to go ahead and put a little bit of buttercream just so that it can stabilize our cake. So this is how I'm doing it, but technically you can get a spoon all nice and cute and just use this, but that's basically gonna be what stabilizes our cake. And so this is how our cake looks like. It looks nice and cute. So we're gonna go ahead and open that. There we go. So that is our first layer. We can also put some frosting on the layers, and you can actually cut them if you wanna add more layers to it. All right, so now that we put our first layer of cake, I'm gonna go ahead and put some frosting in the middle and then add the second layer of cake. So my cake doesn't look super amazing like Bakerlita's, but it tastes pretty awesome. So that is super exciting. So I wanna go ahead and try to make a cute little design on my cake. Let's see if I am able to. I have this little squishy pipette looking thing, and we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some buttercream on it and see if we can do it. I'm super proud of it. This is my first keto cake. Even though it doesn't look as cool as Bakerlita's, I'm hoping that it tastes awesome. So far, I had mentioned to you guys that the frosting tastes super, super good. So let's see if other people like it or if I like it. Okay, what is the method to do these damn circles?
because they're coming out looking like poops. All right, so we did our best trying to decorate our cake. We did absolutely terrible, but so far the frosting tastes delicious. It says my name, Ashley. And we are pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and save the cake, put it in my fridge for tomorrow for a birthday party, and I'm gonna go ahead and feel not left out, which is pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and update you guys on how the cake tastes like. Hey guys, I just wanted to go ahead and just do a quick update. I did try my cake that I made at a birthday party, and this is how it looks like inside. It is nice and spongy. It's not dry. The frosting I absolutely love. I feel like that compensates for the flavor. Overall, I feel like the sponge portion of the cake, the bread portion, I feel like it needs more sugar. It could be probably because I didn't use the exact same sugar as Bakerlita, which I am planning to use next time. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all the exact ingredients she used to see if that would make a difference. Also, I don't know if like the coconut cream made a difference because it looked, I don't know if that's how coconut milk is supposed to look like, but it was really watery and funny looking. And also I finally figured out how to appropriately cook chocolate without burning it. So that could also be, you know, a factor that's causing the cake to not taste too sweet. And I guess I'll leave it to you guys, and hopefully you guys try to make your own keto chocolate cake and go ahead and let me know how it goes. Maybe I can go ahead and try your recipe. Bye guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more. If you have any other recipes that you would like for me to try, any type of keto cakes, sorry. Any other type of keto cakes, any icing, different keto recipes, go ahead and leave that on the comment section below. And I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Really quick, I just want to go ahead and explain this. This is from CrossFit, okay? It's from CrossFit, from not carrying the barbell correctly and letting it hit on my collarbone. And I think that's a little bit of chocolate, but all right guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.